What's up? All right, so check this out, right? I came across this article. Um, a lot of you may be aware, you may not be aware, but white man fatally shoots black man who complimented his white girlfriend. This happened on September 19th in Oregon. The article reads, an Oregon man has been charged with murder for fatally shooting a black man who allegedly complimented his white girlfriend outside of a local bar, according to Mercury News. On Thursday, September 30th, 27-year-old Ian Cranston was charged with second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter, second-degree manslaughter, assault, and unlawful use of a weapon for the death of 22-year-old Barry Washington Jr. On September 19th, Washington reportedly approached a white woman outside the Capitol Club and gave her a compliment. The woman told Washington that she had a boyfriend. Deschutes County District Attorney John Hummel said the young man responded appropriately to her turning down his advances. Later that night, however, Washington became involved in a physical altercation outside of the bar with Cranston and other people he was with. Some words were exchanged and some punches were thrown. At that point, Cranston reportedly pulled a gun out of his waistband and shot, striking Washington once. He was transported to a local hospital where he later passed away. Cranston was arrested that night on suspicion of second-degree manslaughter, but was later released after posting a $10,000 bond. Since the shooting, Hummel has received many calls from Black people. Hummel is the district attorney. Since the shooting, Hummel has received many calls from Black people who were outraged that Cranston was out on bail. You describe how uncomfortable you are walking in the streets in Bend. This is a quotation. Most chilling were your accounts of how the killing of Barry Washington impacted your children. The district attorney said in a statement on Thursday, September 30th, Washington's relatives posted on social media that the young man had been the target of racial harassment just the night before he was killed. The Central Oregon Daily News, I lost my spot, shit. Give me 1 second. The fuck is this? Hold up, man. All right, here it go. The Central Oregon Daily News came under fire a week after the shooting for posting a video which was given to them from Cranston's girlfriend of onlookers laughing and using racial slurs against Washington as he laid on the sidewalk bleeding. Cranston is currently being held without bail, and Hummel is considering adding a hate crime charge against him. All right, so look, we're going to go back to the title. White man fatally shoots black man who complimented his white girlfriend. We are all aware of the fact that we're in a racist ass country. Everybody's racist. Black people are racist. White people are racist. Spanish people are racist. Everybody's racist against somebody. Everybody has a preconceived prejudice against people. We all do the same shit. We're gonna get that out the way, throw that out the window. The way that this shit is worded, white man fatally shoots black man who complimented his white girlfriend. It could have been worded differently. Why don't you just say, I mean, we're well aware of a hate crime. Like a hate crime is a hate crime. You know what I'm saying? You notice that they never call it a hate crime when it's a black man shooting a black man or a black woman. They could have just said, man fatally shoots man who complimented his girlfriend. Now, that's one thing. Second thing I want to, point out. So Ian Washington, the guy that was murdered, based on the article, I can believe that he was at the club by himself in Oregon, in a place that's the population of white people is 90%. You know what I'm saying? You're in a highly populated place, white people, and you're just the only nigga at the club by yourself. The niggas probably was already watching you from the jump just because you was by yourself and you was a black person. You're the only black person in the club, all these white people. I mean, honestly, I think it's safe to say that we could take the race out of the part, take the race out of the equation. Wrong will still be wrong, regardless of if it was a white person that shot him or a black person that shot him. It seems that when a black person murders another black person, it's not labeled a hate crime and it's never reported like this. They don't report it like this when they make these articles, only when it's racially based. But it's something that you should probably think about, like, hold up. When a black man kills a black woman and kills a baby mother or some shit, they never label it black man kills black girlfriend. And they don't charge that man with a hate crime. They charge it a regular homicide or whatever they do, manslaughter, whatever they do, you know what I'm saying? But, what the fuck you doing at the club by yourself, surrounded by white people? I've done that before myself. And then I got the fuck out the club. I stayed there for like 30 seconds and left. You know what I'm saying? One thing about us, we're gonna party, we're gonna go party and do what we do. We don't give a fuck who mad. But that's not always the right way to move, especially if you know niggas is racist, or if you know that you're in a violent area, you know that people, like, we all know that niggas are racist. If you're not aware that we are at war, then you tripping. A lot of people are moving as if everything's all good, as if everybody's just friends with everybody. I know everybody lies and say I love everybody. Niggas lie all the time and they say I love everybody and these are my friends. But for some reason, this black kid was partying with a white crowd of people and ended up getting shot. Not only did he get shot, as he laid there dying on the ground, they was calling him a nigger. They was pretty much like, fucking nigger, fucking niggers. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. All right, so check this out. When black people kill black people, we call them niggas too. We be like, yeah, nigga, bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? While they lie there dying, breathing their last breath, you know what I'm saying? Bleeding to death on the fucking pavement, we call them a bitch ass nigga or something like that. I got people that, you know what I'm saying, that I be thinking to myself, like, I got enemies too, I feel the same way, you know what I'm saying? They bitch ass niggas. But look, the point I'm making is, of course, racism is involved, but at what point are we gonna move differently and stop playing? Because we all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We all know what's going on, and yet we still choose to go party around a whole bunch of white people, or you know what I'm saying? Or white people party around a whole bunch of black people. I mean, you should be able to be free and party around who you want to party around, but apparently you can't because there's somebody that's gonna be mad. That's pretty, that article I just read, that's premeditated murder. Homie knew he was gonna shoot that boy, and he knew he was probably gonna get away with it. At the same time, if I'm, if I'm at the club and somebody's trying to talk to my girl, I'm not gonna kill that nigga. I'm gonna get upset, but I'm not gonna murder that nigga. But then again, I don't know what words were exchanged between homie and the white boy. They said punches were thrown too, so I guess they fought and he got shot. He was lacking. You know what I'm saying? God bless his soul, but he was lacking. He had no business in that part. He had no business in that club surrounded by all those white folks with no protection. At least walk with a gun. At least walk with a knife. Man, fuck that. If it, man, for real, you out there partying around a whole bunch of white people, trying to talk to a white girl outside the club, we know how that shit always go. If you're not prepared, if you're not coming correct, like, you know, like, if you're gonna go outside, you gotta come correct. Some people just not coming correct. Like, honestly, I like to go out every now and then, but I don't like going out if I ain't got no gun on me, or if I'm not strapped with nothing, I ain't got no type of protection. There's no point in being outside. I need to at least be able to level the playing field. And this is not a video to make niggas upset about nothing. You know what I'm saying? My opinions on I'm just breaking it down how I'm breaking it down, you know. Like, if I had any type of power to the black community, I'm like, why the fuck you over there partying with all these niggas knowing that we in this shit? Like, we know what's going on. Y'all thought, niggas thought that, like, niggas elected Joe Biden and just went back to fucking acting like they don't know. You act like you don't know racism exists. Like, we know what's going on. So why are we still moving like this? Why are we still moving like this, man? And not only can you not go party with a bunch of white people because they might shoot your ass, you can't go party with a bunch of black people because they might shoot your ass. Either way, somebody might pop you, nigga. If you're gonna go party, you need to get strapped, bro. Whether you got a license or not, nigga. We're not gonna play this game like everything on. Whether you got a license or whether you don't have a license, if you walking around out here and you putting yourself in the mix, you gotta have some protection. You gotta be ready to put that fucking iron on niggas. You can't be out here loafing. I mean, for real, you should be able to be free and go outside, just be you, but you can't because they're not gonna let you. This man went out to the party and got shot, killed in the parking lot, man. He probably didn't expect to die that night, but he did. He went outside, tried to talk to the wrong bitch, got shot in his fucking face, laid out on the fucking ground dead. And we could talk about the racist part all day, but if we know what's going on, why are we not moving different? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. It don't even seem like niggas is looking for that kind of shit. Like, we kind of just partying and bullshitting like nothing's going on. We not really moving like we at war, man. Niggas moving like everything all good. Like, I got my vaccine, I'm good, but it's still another problem. You know, there's still other problems going on that, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to come correct if we're gonna come at all. I want to start performing again, doing a lot of shit, but I know I ain't strapped. I know I'm not strapped. You know what I'm saying? I at least want to have some type of leverage. I at least want to have some type of leverage. If I'm gonna go out, I go out by myself a lot. Most of the time when I go out, I'm in and out. I'll be in that joint for a good minute. I'll move around the room, then I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Once I see shit getting hot, I'm out. I don't stand there beefing with nigga. That's, man, that's foolish. That's a foolish way to think. You going out to the club and you just beefing with niggas all night. It's a lot of niggas that think like that, man. It's a lot of niggas that go to the club to beef with niggas. We could talk about what the white people are doing all day, but we black. You know what I'm saying? Our shit isn't, you know, we gotta keep our shit in house. If we're gonna be moving, if we're gonna all be upset at the same thing, we gotta really be upset at the same thing, because right now it's confusing. From the outside looking in, we look like we don't know what we're doing. So of course, these race soldiers are gonna commit their hate crimes against us, because it's like, them niggas ain't got no leverage. Like, look at these fucking idiots. They're not even fucking, you know what I'm saying? They're not on, we not on code, you know? We not on code. A lot of these white folks are on code with each other. If shit hits the fan, they're gonna go back to being white. You know what I'm saying? And for real, a lot of white people are gonna get abused by the system. Like, we're all getting abused by the same system. We're just not the aggressors. How often we gonna be the victim? I'm not trying to be no motherfucking victim. Shit happened to me, but I know I got the power to end all that. I got the power to dead all that shit. If I really wanted to, I got the power to dead all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We got a choice whether we're gonna go that way or this way. A lot of us are running to the danger because it's fun. We run into the danger because it's fun. Everywhere we go and party and do what we do, that's where everything happens at. The streets is not safe. It's not safe outside. I mean, we all gonna have to leave our homes to make our money, but it's still not safe. It ain't always gonna be 100% safe, but you can manage the risk. We gotta practice preventative maintenance a little bit, risk, what I'm saying, loss prevention, loss prevention, man. Like, I know for a fact that it's a club full of white people. It's a possibility that somebody gonna call me a nigga before the night is over. We just gotta know that. Why is this man partying with all these people? He's trying to holler at this girl. She say no. Next thing you know, he fighting with niggas. It's too much going on. You're there too long. You're lingering too long. You need to leave. You need to leave and go be with your people or go be by yourself. Go be with somebody you know or be by yourself somewhere quiet, away from that shit. Because it's going to happen every time. It's going to happen every time. How long are we going to play the victim? How long are we going to play the victim for real? We know what's going on. Why we still moving like this? We got to move different. We got to show them something different. They looking at how we doing. They looking at how we moving on a broad scale across the globe. The whole world is watching how we are deteriorating as a people and as a race. You know what I'm saying? Niggas think that they could run and go be on this, be with the government. Like, the government's not going, they don't give a fuck. They try to squeeze niggas up out of here. As many niggas as they can squeeze up out of here, they're gonna squeeze us up out of here. And then you got the people that's gonna make it because you know what I'm saying, like, you submitted, you conform to their standards and they let you in. They let you sit at the table. You can come sit at the table, but your cousin or your brother can't come. Your brother can't come, but you can come in. Come have fun with me and drink and spend money with me. But your brother can't come because he not vaccinated or like, man. I deal with racism we all deal with racism all the time. Not only from white folks, we deal with racism from black people. When you know what I'm saying? We gotta, of course, like we understand that it's a race war going on. There's niggas that hate us that's actually targeting us and murdering us and getting away with it. Why we not moving like we have war? You know what I'm saying? What we doing? I'm saying we. I shouldn't even be saying we because ain't no we, but at the end of the day, these are my people. I resonate with you. We all the same people. We come from we got the same color. You know what I'm saying? We got the same pain. We face the same poverty. I gotta say we, but there's no reason why you should be going to the club and getting shot by nobody. The fact that it's racially based, a nigga just killed you because you was black. I mean, we could say that, but I'm pretty sure it's more, I hate this motherfucker. It's not only because he's black, but he tried to talk to my girlfriend. If a white boy tried to talk to my black girlfriend in front of the club, I ain't gonna kill that nigga. But if he's harassing her, I may have to kill that nigga. If it's like one of those situations, we don't know. It could be a situation where he was harassing her. The article said that that's not what happened, but I want to see what's on video. They said there's a video floating around somewhere. I ain't seen it yet, but I just thought it was interesting that they're starting to report these hate crimes. I mean, it's happening though. Like in St. Louis, this women, like, people are getting targeted right now. All these isolated shootings and shit going on in DC and up the street, down the street. We could assume that it's all street shit, but a lot of that shit is designated hate crimes. Niggas, they know they're not going. They know nobody looking. Like these niggas ain't paying attention. Nobody's out here paying attention. Everybody like we outside, but nobody's outside in the right place. We outside we all outside going somewhere else. Our neighborhoods are falling apart while we leaving everything unattended. We going to fucking Dubai and shit, or going to Mexico and all this shit. I mean, I go places too. I try to go out of town a few times, but my streets are still falling apart. For real, I went to another place that was falling apart. Everywhere I go, the streets is falling apart. So it's like they ain't nowhere to go. There ain't really nowhere to go because I still got to come back home at the end of the day and look at my fucking streets falling apart. You know, I can't just keep going around the circle of white supremacy, going through the cycle of jobs and bitches and bullshit, same old shit, dates, Valentine's Day, all that shit. It's all fucking like none of that shit matters anymore. Halloween, Christmas, man, my motherfucking birthday is cool, but man, it's just another day to me. It don't matter, it's just some shit they created to keep us fat while they rob us and milk us for all we worth, man. They robbing us and milking us for all we worth. And after they done with us, they send one of their hitmen to spill some blood. Then they're gonna walk freely. Or they may get 5 years, get a fucking slap on the wrist after they spill that black blood in the street. It's not just white people spilling black blood in the street. It's black people spilling black blood in the street every day. When they put those articles out, they don't say black man killed black woman that was pregnant with his kid. They don't say that. They just say woman was shot. They don't say, you know what I'm saying? Why they don't say black man did it? They say white man did it, but they don't ever say the black man killed the black man. It's just a murder. What do we just dispose of? We don't matter for real. Niggas was like, Black Lives Matter. I don't even hear niggas saying Black Lives Matter no more after they took that 90 mil. And Shorty was trying to buy those houses in those white communities. She ain't come back to the hood. She ain't spend that money in the hood. She went over there to motherfucking Nantucket or some shit. You ain't heard. They took that bread. You ain't heard from her. She took her bread and stepped down. They did all that Black Lives Matter shit. Took that bread, stepped the fuck down, nigga. All right, man. I'm gonna cut this off. Oh yeah, hit that like and subscribe button. Shouldn't have to say it twice.